After passing on some deer in his first night at camp, Ted Gartner from Garmin is bow hunting early in the morning, looking for a mature whitetail that Wade has captured on his scouting cameras.
We were kind of down in a ground blind. We didn't see a whole heck of a lot, saw a few nice deer come in. There were probably 4-year-old deer that were nice deer, but I really had decided that I wanted to shoot a mature deer. So saw some nice deer, but they weren't exactly what I was looking for. It was nice to just kind of immediately get your routine and get into things, and Jeff and I called it a night that evening, and we're excited to get out the next morning. Jeff and I got into our stand, and almost immediately, I mean within a couple of minutes, we started hearing things. Kind of some traffic down in the creek bed, but it was all too dark. We couldn't see anything, but we knew there was activity going on around.
The one challenge with this particular stand, it's going to get light very, very, very late because the canopy of trees that's around it, I mean, it's almost like hunting under an umbrella.
And Wade kind of talked me through it, you know, where the shooting lanes were, what I needed to do, kind of some of the deer that he had been seeing on trail cameras. Sounded like some really nice deer, and one that kind of caught my attention was this 8-point, and Wade kind of said, you know, this deer, he's a mature deer, his horns just kind of keep going up and up and up. And that sounded pretty good to me. Wade the night before had told me to go ahead and stand up and kind of get in position before the light really got good, so that I wouldn't have to do that when there were big deer under me. So I did that, and all of a sudden the world kind of woke up around me. A lot of deer started milling around, all shapes and sizes, and then before long, this big deer came out, this big 8-point deer. He was everything Wade had said and more, and immediately my heart rate started amping up. So as it started getting light, I started seeing this buck a little bit better, and I knew he was the buck I wanted. There was no question about it. But the trouble was, it was much too dark for me to shoot. So we waited, and that only increased my anticipation and my heart rate. It was such a tense time, an exciting time. I finally looked back, and Jeff gave me the okay, and that's all I needed. The feeling that I felt after that was just elation. I knew I had a pretty good shot. Thought it might be a little far back, but I was pretty proud of my shot, and it was a fast one. I know that much. We waited for a while and got down from our stands. And Wade's rule is you got to wait at least 2 hours before you track a deer that's been hit by an arrow. So we went back to camp and kind of talked things over then.